everybody. Today is going to be a little update of what's going on around the house and such. So, Rendezvous in the Ozarks was this past weekend. Let's see if I can get through here in this truck without running over anything. Rendezvous in the Ozarks was this past weekend, and I ran into some of you fans. And one of you brought me this hat. Thanks for the hat, keeping the sun off my nose. And asked about how the hogs were doing, which is perfect timing because I'm pulling in down here at the hog pen because I got some feed in the back and I got some work to do on the hog pen. So we're gonna get started on that, but first let me show you a little clip from last night because we got other exciting things happening. So we'll roll that. Hey guys, random update. I gotta throw this in a video somewhere, but I was just upstairs. We just put the kids in bed and I heard a sound coming from the incubator, I think. All right, we're down here at the pasture. It is really dry. All right, we should be good. I want to make sure I don't have any exhaust against this dry grass. It's kind of tall down here. I need to get down here and cut it. I've been waiting for it to rain. I don't know if it's ever going to rain again. It is so dry. Everything is dried out. But I've got 1,000 pounds of hog feed here that I need to unload. And I've got a hog panel because I need to do some additions onto the hog pen so they can have some more room. So I gotta go get the tractor so I can unload this, so I don't have to unload it by hand because I can't pick that up. Despite how strong I am, I can't pick up a 1,000-pound bag of feed. So I'm gonna use a tractor and then I'll be able to get it done. So you want to see how the hogs are doing? Here's how they're doing. They are the biggest pigs I've ever seen when it comes to food. They just sit here and fight and cram their heads in there. I've actually got there's one thing I need to do. I got this little feeder bucket. I need to get a bigger one so they can all get their heads in there better, because the little one, a little bit smaller than the others, and tends to be the one that can't get his head in there because the bigger ones push him out. Greedy little pigs. But they're doing good. They're growing. They've cleaned up this pen a lot, and I got to expand the area. But let me go get the tractor first. All right, it is time to find out if this little Kubota tractor can pick up 1,000 pounds of feed. I sure hope it can, because otherwise I got to empty that sack out till I can pick it out with a 5-gallon bucket and put it in something in the shed. So let's hope this tractor can pick it up, but that's pretty heavy. Should have brought one of the boys down, help me line these forks up and get these straps on here. Would have made this a little bit easier, but they were getting ready for supper, so I gotta get this done quick and then get back. That's not too bad. All right, let's bring that forward a little bit and we'll have it on. Well, I now know it will pick it up, but that's about all it will pick up. It's it didn't want to go any higher, but good to know, because it is cheaper to buy this in bulk than in 50-pound bags. And since I got 4 hogs we're gonna be feeding for a while, I'll use all that up. So buying in bulk just makes sense. Now I really need to clean this shed out. Probably should put it in here, but I think I'm gonna set it out here for now. I'll have to get it moved in the near future, or we'll probably have a bunch of raccoons in here eating all my feed. This is hog feed, but it's basically just cracked corn with a mixture of other stuff in it to give it more protein, more nutrients, but it's mostly cracked corn. Let's see how the hogs like it. I don't know about you, but when my kids eat like that, it usually means they like it. So I'm gonna assume that they like it. So this is a hog panel. It's kind of like a cattle panel, but shorter, and all the slots are closer together. So this one is a cattle panel. It's taller, got bigger openings, and this one's a hog panel. I've never understood why hog panels were so short, because I'm pretty sure a hog could get over this if they wanted to. But it's what I made this pen out of, so it's what I got for today. Eventually, I need to probably put hog panels around this garden, because we're going to let the hogs in here. And they will root up and potentially get out under this fence, because it's not as sturdy and it's not in the ground as much. But hopefully it'll hold them for now. I'll add more panels if I need to. But I may run out of daylight, but I need to tie in my existing pig pen to our garden spot here that we're wanting them to eat down. Man, it is so dusty. Everything is dust right now. I may not have gotten enough panels. Thought I could cut this one in half. See if it's gonna reach. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. I gotta cut it here. I'm gonna fasten it to this post, and then fasten it to this post, and then I'm gonna put another piece over here and tie in across here so that I can create a chute between this little pin and that pin. That way I have 2 areas, but I can also let them into the big one. But I can segregate them out if I need to, because I want to pull the boar. I have 1 boar, 2 gilts, and 1 barrow. I want to pull the boar out and put the 2 gilts and the barrow in this garden and separate them for a while, and then we'll decide if we're going to keep some and try to raise some piglets. Then we'll keep 1 of the gilts and keep the boar, and then we're going to butcher the other gilt and the barrow for pork in the spring. But we're thinking about keeping 2 of them, but I'm going to have to build even more fencing to do that, because this is going to be a garden in the spring. That's why I got them, is to root this up, fertilize it, all that kind of stuff. So I can't keep them in here, and this pen isn't big enough. So I'll have to add on to my pens if we're going to keep some. But I should have got 2 of these panels. I'll have to pick up another one on my way home from work tomorrow. That way I've got enough to reach here, because even that cutoff piece isn't quite gonna be long. It's gonna be close, but not quite. I also need to round up some staples, some fence ties, and a few other things that I don't have with me. So I think I'm gonna have to stop on this for now and come back to it later. All right, it's time for an update on the chicks. Sarah got some footage of one hatching out earlier today, but we have 10 hatched out so far. We're gonna pull some of the empty shells out real quick. We don't wanna open it up for too long because we'll lose humidity, but give you a quick glance at what we have so far.
Oh, that's the full one, isn't it?
Yeah, that one's getting close right there. You see feathers. That one's kind of close.
I know.
That one's trying, that one's trying. There's a bunch they're trying. Is that all?
Yeah, that one right.
All right, we'll check on them again tomorrow morning and see how many we have hatch out overnight.
I'm not counting.
See, that one's coming out.
This one looks dry.
That other one looks dry.
Do you like that, baby?
This one looks dry.
Yeah, that brown one back there looks like it's probably dry.
This one.
Yeah. This dark brown right over here, is it dry or is it just... Oh, is it black?
I got a bucket of chicks. I got a bucket of chicks.
Here. A nice soft place to sleep.
You get to it? Listen, there's nothing trying to.
Are you taking a video?
Oh.
Update on the chicks today. It's actually evening now, and we just moved another dozen or so chicks out. We've got this box out here in the shop with a heat lamp on it, food, water, everything. This is what they'll be in for a while as they grow. So we got them moved out here. So far we have 27 chicks hatched out. We had one this morning that had started to hatch and then died. So we've lost one. We have a couple eggs that haven't started to hatch, so those may not be viable. We have several more that are still trying to hatch. So we'll see how many more we get and how many we end up not hatching. But so far, it's going really good. We started with 43 eggs. We got 27 hatched so far. Currently, I think we've had 7 definite no's that we had to toss before, and then the one that died. So going pretty good on the chick front. Hopefully they stay healthy. You never know. Sometimes you lose some as they're growing up, but hopefully they stay healthy and keep growing. I need to go mow around the hog pen because it's so grown up and I'm getting tired of it. So I'm taking the lawnmower and I'm going to go do a little bit of mowing, and it's going to be terribly dusty. And it's going to take me a little while to get down there because this thing is not very fast. Have you ever wondered if you could drive a mower while standing up? No, me either. I got a ton of weeds and tall grass and stuff right around here, so I'm just gonna knock all this down because I'm getting tired of walking through it. That looks much better. And now it's easy to walk over here and not have to walk through the tall grass to get the pigs. How are y'all doing today? Good? Is that good? Huh? Nah? Yep. Yep. We understand one another. Yep. Let's go check on the deer stand now and see if we need to fill up the feeder. I don't think I do, but we'll check and see if it's getting low. And I haven't given you an update on my food plot that I planted a while back. Let's say, well, I'll show you what it looks like. Yep, this is what it looks like. So I tilled this up just a little bit and threw some food plot seed out clover seed, some food plot mix. And it rained the day after I planted it. Stuff sprung up, started getting green plants, and then it has not rained since. A single time, I think. And everything I planted basically immediately dried up and died. So that money was wasted, and I'm not gonna have a food plot this year. But we got corn on the ground. There's still plenty in that. I don't have a game camera up. I need to get a game camera up so I can get an idea what's out here. But there's deer tracks, so definitely deer in here. I need to come make sure the deer stand's good, but I'll do that another day. Today, there's a cold front coming through, and we're gonna get the first temperatures down in the 30s for the fall. And when temperatures start dropping like that, the deer hunting itch is real. And we're not far, well, it's bow season right now, so I'm gonna have to get my crossbow out. I'm not a real bow hunter. I'm not a trophy hunter. I'm a deer hunter. I hunt deer for meat to feed my family. So I need to get the crossbow out. Maybe I'll do that one day soon. And then when gun season comes up, it's on. And we're gonna put some meat in the freezer. How are you guys doing? You finding some grass to eat still? A little bit? Is it any good? Is it good grass? Yeah? Do I smell good? Yeah. Our cows are somewhat friendly, but not that friendly. And this one sometimes, he's a bull. And he can get a little feisty. He sometimes wants to cause some trouble. Look at that moon coming up. Yep. Definitely feeling like deer season. It's kind of chilly out here. It's going to be cold tomorrow morning. I think there's a chance of our first frost tomorrow. We'll see. All right, that's all we got to do down here for now. I got another friend to introduce you to. Marble, the cat. She won't come to me right now, though. I'll try to catch her. This is Marble. She's not the most friendly, but she's somewhat friendly. She likes to be petted, but she's not the biggest people person cat. But she's pretty. Say hi. All right, guys, so we got one egg in here that's been trying to hatch for 24 hours.
Probably.
Something like that. And its hole has gotten bigger, but it seems to be struggling. And the one that died last night was kind of the same way. Same color egg, kind of having the same issue. So we're gonna try to help it. You normally don't wanna do that. You wanna just let them do their thing, but it's been so long, it may just not be developed right. It may be having a hard time. Anyway, we're going to try to help it. We're going to be very careful, and it's kind of risky, but if it's going to die, it's probably going to die anyway. So we're going to try and see if we can help it and maybe help it survive, or we might kill it. That's one of the things. You don't know.
Are you being a friend? Yes. I'm going to go towards this side, because this is the side that should be okay to do. Thing is, I don't want to poke down into it.
I almost need like some tweezers.
Yeah. Be careful, because you don't want to accidentally cut open a vein. Say slow is fast and fast is slow. Right? Isn't that the same? Something like that? I mean, I don't see any veins currently, which is promising. Active veins anyway. might be one of those that are like one of those double membranes.
Mm-hmm. Like a really thick one or two layers.
We had some of those eggs that were like that. So it looks like a layer and then another layer underneath.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's why. Or it might just be folded back. I don't know. But it looks like I'm taking away a layer of membrane and there's still another one underneath it. I'm having to work extra hard, baby. I don't know about that right there.
So what we're watching for when trying to do this is make sure there's not any veins attached to the membrane, because you don't want to rip that off. And if we can get its head out, then hopefully it can get out the rest of the way unattended. It looks like this one has a really thick, or like 2 layers of membrane, which some of our eggs have had before. So, I don't know. Maybe we're hoping. We haven't seen any attached veins or anything that's pulsing or anything like that. It all seems like it should be. So, hopefully it's just maybe a little weak or having a hard time getting through.
But it's more like on its bottom side, so.
They put it in there and let's see what it can do now.
Yeah, we'll just let it like that. Let it get warm.
Yeah, see if it gets out.
I can do more.
We got one more that's getting ready to hatch there, it looks like. All right, we're gonna give it a little time and see if it can get out the rest of the way.
Working so hard, so long.
Like flop. Flippity floppity. You know it's fall in Arkansas when you're eating ice cream and drinking hot chocolate at the same time. Well, it looks like the one that we helped got itself out of the shell the rest of the way, so it should be good. And then we're gonna try to see what other ones. That one has nothing. That one has a beak sticking out. That one should hatch out. Ooh, that one has a crack in it.
He's upside down. What are you doing?
What?
Look at that one. He's hiding in the shell.
I don't know about this one. That one has nothing. That one has nothing. This one has a crack spot. So we got 3 more that are trying to hatch and 4 that have done nothing yet. All right, we'll check back on them tomorrow and see how they're doing. All right, guys, the hatching process is over now. It's another day. We got all the chicks in here. We had 6 more eggs that did not hatch. 2 of them started to, and then it couldn't get out, appeared to die, and then we had 4 more eggs that never even tried to hatch. But so out of 43 eggs, we've ended up with 30 chicks, which is better than I expected. We do have this one, the one we helped hatch that was having a really hard time getting out. Appears to have a bad leg. We've kind of got it set in here right now. It's not able to get up and walk around, so I don't know. This one's going to have a hard time making it. It's going to have a hard time making it, not being able to get around very well. So we'll see if we can get that one to survive, or if it just may not make it. Sometimes they don't make it. But right now we've got 30, so that's pretty good group. We lost 13 eggs altogether, so we will take it, and we'll keep you updated. You'll see these around. They'll be growing, and hopefully next summer we'll start getting some eggs from some of them. All right, guys, I think we'll wrap this video up here. It's been fun. The excitement's kind of over now. We've got a lot of chicks. Now we just got to feed them and hopefully they all grow and stay healthy. But thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.